Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today's second video may be one of the most important that I make all year because there's a new survey as of the update landing, so I'm a few days slow on this, but I've seen some of the questions screenshotted by you in the community, and they involve the word crystals. So I wanted to make this video to highlight the survey, to suggest to you that you go and do it. You probably already did it because you don't want that red dot or that pink dot sitting there, but you also do get 100 energy, so you can sort of strategically decide when you want to take this, when you're about to do a bunch of farming. But yeah, I really like the surveys. Not many mobile games do regular surveys, especially not mobile games that are coming up on their 7-year anniversary. So my own personal cynicism aside, I'm going to put that aside for a second. Let's check out the survey. Let's answer it together and see what Marvel Future Fight has cooking, because the cool part is you don't want to speculate too much, right? I'm sort of past my days of speculating every other video, but a little bit of speculation doesn't hurt. And definitely you can tell with certain questions that the mindset of whoever's writing these is reflecting perhaps parts of the future of the game. A great example would be that we did the Danger Room Extreme survey a few months ago. What happens in January or February? Danger Room Extreme and Danger Room gets the axe, because I guess not enough people participated in the survey, or the people who did participate were like, this game mode's bad, get rid of it. And they're like, okay, game mode's bad. Our data says that the game mode is bad. They see their data on their watches, by the way. The game mode, the data says the game mode is bad, so let's just get rid of it. So let's see what we can maybe encourage them to do. So, are you familiar with the loyalty point and VIP systems activated by purchasing store items? I can hear Godzillinator somewhere, like perking up. He's on a yacht somewhere, sipping some champagne, and he just suddenly went like, like that DJ Khaled meme where he's drinking with his wife or something, and then he just stands up with his wine glass or whatever. Okay. Am I familiar with the loyalty point and VIP systems? Well, I'm a VIP 20 whale, and I've spent over $10,000 on this game over the span of 7 years, and I've chronicled much of my spending for a live audience. So I would say, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it, maybe. I'm familiar with both the loyalty point system and the VIP system. So again, this could indicate that they want to change, in which case it would probably be enhancing the loyalty point and the VIP system. I'm down for that. I always am looking for, not always, okay. I am looking for more reasons, more ways to spend money on this game, because I honestly feel like at this point in my roster's development, I don't actually have to spend much money, which I want to spend money because I want the game to be alive longer. And I feel like if I'm feeling that way, a lot of other whales are also feeling that way, and that's not the feeling you want. You don't want to feel like you have to spend, but you also don't necessarily want the game to feel like you can enjoy it completely free. I mean, you do want that to be the case, but for whales specifically, not for all players. There should be a free-to-play section. This could be taken out of context, so let me just reiterate one more time. The game should definitely be enjoyable free-to-play, but what I'm saying is for whales who regularly spend money, right? Like if this is your game where you have an entertainment budget, whatever, $50 a month, $100 a month, right? Everybody has a different amount of money to spend, right? Some people spend it on food, they spend it on the movies, they spend it on their significant other, clothes, whatever. So you spend it on this game. If you feel like there's nothing really worth your while, if nothing's really tickling your fancy and making you feel like, oh, this is going to be fun to buy or whatever, that's not good for the game either, right? Because then if not enough people spend, you guys know what happens to mobile games that don't make enough money, they go in the crapper. So that's sort of what I'm trying to say. Anywho, that was a very long-winded answer. On the main lobby screen, which button do you use to get to game content? Anywho, I use the enter button because the content status board is pretty good, but I usually use, I use both, dude. I actually use both. Okay. Have you tried the content status board editing feature? I am aware of it, but I never tried it. I have tried the feature at least once. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not sure how important the editing feature is. I also don't know why this is part of the survey, because I feel like this is like you're asking 1% of the player base something. But anyways, let's go on. Did you know that you can scroll the event list on the right-hand side of the main lobby screen up and down? This is another one that I think this is a good question, because a lot of players don't know that you can do this. It's better now, but when it first got introduced with the UI change, a lot of players had no idea, and they would miss events because you scroll and they disappear into the banner, right, on the right side of the screen. So yeah, I did know that, but I think a lot of players don't. So I think maybe having an arrow that appears once in a while if the player spends enough time on the main menu to say, hey, you can scroll up for the events, that could be something to consider for players so they don't miss events, because the events in this game are pretty important and pretty valuable. How do you feel about the amount of daily challenges? So these are daily quests. I think there are not enough, to be honest. I think there are not enough. I don't do them. I'm not interested. I didn't know that daily challenges existed. Okay, I think there are not enough because they represent energy. They give you energy, but they also represent crystals, because you do, what is it, 5 or 6 daily quests and you get 25 crystals. And then if you do 30 daily quests over the week, you get 30 crystals. I think what they should do is they should increase the number of daily quests, increase the number of weekly quests, and then increase the number of crystals. Make 25 into 50 and make 30 into, like, say 100, for example. How do you feel about the difficulty of daily challenges? They're easy. They're pretty easy. I would say they're pretty easy. What is the least needed daily challenge completion reward? Oh, I see here. Okay. 30 crystals, bro. Okay. What is the least needed completion reward? So right now, wait, this is poorly worded. What? All of them are needed? I don't do them. This is the weekly rewards. Because the weekly rewards are 100 energy, you get 55. You actually get 155 energy. Oh, okay, so there's 55 energy first. That's on, like, on the wheel, right? There's 4 rewards. There's 55 energy, then 45 clear tickets, then 200,000 gold, then 100 energy, then 30 crystals. Obviously, you're not going to choose crystals. So this is a little bit confusing, and I want to just walk you through one more time. I've seen people screenshot this telling me to choose crystals. You don't want to do that, because what you're telling the devs is we don't need crystals. That's the opposite of the the message that you want to send to the devs. So in my opinion, I think the least needed reward is the clear tickets by far. If you don't have enough clear tickets, you're not playing dispatch, and you're not checking dispatch twice a day to collect the passive rewards. You literally don't have to do anything. You just have to play dispatch one time, right? Grind all the way through the missions, unlock sector 8 or sector 9 or sector 10 if you can. You don't even need Pierce for that. And then just passively collect. Well, you have to set your characters there one time and then just passively collect. I feel like at this point in time, right, over a year, well, we're coming up to a year since dispatch was introduced. But anyways, if you're running out of clear tickets, it's because you're not engaging with dispatch, and that's more of a you problem, not a game problem. But yeah, the energy's really good. The gold is also not that necessary, to be honest, but the clear tickets are like 45 clear tickets a week is nothing. Like, you can buy more clear tickets from the Alliance shop by donating, so it just really doesn't matter. But I would say either the clear tickets or the gold. We need all the energy we can get, so the energy shouldn't go anywhere, and then we actually need more crystals. So I hope that they also ask what is the most needed, because least needed means you're going to take away rewards. You don't want to take away rewards in a mobile game. You want to add rewards, unless you're taking rewards away to add much better rewards. That's a different story. If you're taking away the 45 clear tickets to add 45 hidden tickets, now we're talking, because that means more gold, chance for CTP of Transcendence, etc. Okay, choose the main reason that you think influences players to quit a mobile RPG. Wow, okay. We finally got to this question. This is a bombshell. Not a bombshell. This is like a claymore. You're just walking along. Oh, I'm doing this survey about kind of nothing, and then kaboom, you step on this landmine and it, shocks you. I don't know why they're asking this question, to be honest with you. It's weird, and a question like this is better served with a text answer, right? Like a box where with a maximum of 500 words, and you can just type it in. So having it be multiple choice, there are a lot of choices. There's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 or 8 choices. That's not bad, but still, there's a good chance, even with 7 or 8 options, that you're not going to be representing even half of the player base, because there's tons of reasons why people play. Like, I'll just guess one off the top of my head that's probably not here. I don't have enough time to play the game every day, and I feel like I'm not getting enough progress out of the time that I can spend in the game. There's sort of an answer for that, right? When a round of game takes too long to finish. That's kind of the answer, but not necessarily, right? Because it doesn't mean that the game takes too long. It may mean that the rewards are not worth the time invested, right? Like, for example, you really want those co-op rewards, but it can take a really long time to collect the co-op rewards, especially if you don't have a stable or fast internet connection. So that's not really, right? That's not really the issue here, because you could just fold all of the co-op rewards into something else, or decrease the amount of runs you need to do for co-op to fix the problem instead of shortening the game mode itself. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this type of question with this type of answer, but we'll go ahead and read through them and try and figure out what the devs are thinking here. There is also a Reddit post about this that muses on the possibility that they're trying to push players in a specific direction with these answers to this question. It's possible, yeah. Wouldn't be the first time that someone tried to suck up to their boss in a corporate setting, but we're just going to do our best as gamers to get the most out of this for ourselves, so and to improve the game. So when players realize they choose the wrong character growth, I feel like this is not really all that much of an issue. It sucks to build a character that isn't good. I know I've done it plenty of times, but unless every single character you choose to play and choose to build is bad right from the beginning, then you may just have a bad taste in Marvel characters. Like if you start this game for the first time and you're like, I'm gonna build up Phil Coulson, and then you realize he's trash, and you're like, I'm gonna build up Mockingbird, and then she's trash, and you're like, I'm gonna build up Quake. It's kind of your fault, man. You need to branch out. You need to explore other areas of the Marvel universe. If you're just simping over a bunch of glorified policemen with anyways, I'm gonna get some flack from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lovers and Chloe Bennett lovers, or whatever her name is, but yeah, I feel like that's not really an issue. When players are kicked or excluded from co-op content, that cannot be the reason why people quit. If you're quitting because of that, see ya. All right. When content matching frequently gets canceled or when it takes too long, that's a server issue and an internet issue. Again, you can't really fix that. Like if someone has a really bad connection, if they have a really bad antenna on their phone or whatever, and they quit because of that, what are you gonna do? You can't change the game. You're gonna get rid of all the co-op content because of that segment of the player base. I feel like it's kind of a lame option. When a round of game takes too long to finish, this is probably the best one thus far, and this is probably the one that most players resonate with, but it's really why it takes too long. It takes too long because it actually takes too long, even though the rewards are good at the end, or it takes too long because it's not worth the time and the rewards at the end are terrible. So, World Boss can take too long if you're trying too difficult of a stage, but you can always bring the difficulty down and finish it faster. That's fine. That's a great example of a game mode that balances challenge and reward. Timeline survival is a piece of crap because it takes a super long time and the rewards are crap. It's a double whammy of crapnicity. It's a giant community toilet for all the crap to go in. So yeah, probably fix the rewards in timeline survival or make it a lot shorter, but in my opinion, it's better to increase the rewards and keep the playtime than decreasing the playtime but not increasing the rewards, because then it's still a dead game mode. Like for example, World Event. It only takes 3 minutes, which is as short as it can get in Marvel Future Fight basically for a game mode, but the rewards are still not worth it. And then for players like me, World Boss Invasion takes even less than 3 minutes, and it's still not worth it. I'd rather spend my time picking my nose. So yeah, I feel like the rewards need to be focused on, not the time. When players fail at old content that they have completed before. Is that a shot at me? When players still fail old content they have never completed. Are they trying to say the game is too hard? Bro, Marvel Future Fight's not a hard game. Come on, man. Pull up your huggies. Come on, man. Damn it. When players can't claim the best event reward they've earned. Is that because of a bug, or do you mean like when you collect tokens and then you forget on the last day? You guys should extend the event shops by a couple of days after the event is over so that players who forgot can still have access to those items to buy them. That's just like a quality of life thing. When the UI is too complicated or inconvenient, I guess some players would quit over that. It just takes some getting used to. I admit that the UI for that big board that you pop up is not the best, but otherwise, like if you ignore that big board pop-up, MFF has one of the cleanest UIs in any game I've seen, mobile or otherwise. Well, mobile. And they've improved the UI like 4 or 5 times since I started playing the game. Do me a favor. Google Marvel Future Fight 2015. Go check out a T-Mizzle video or a mobile gamer video and go look at the UI then. It was absolutely hideous, my dudes. So it's come a long way. So yeah, I don't really like the majority of these choices. I do think that there should be something here for rewards. and I think the devs know that players need better rewards at this point in the time. And basically, it's sort of like one revolution around the earth. Every 365 days of the year, I have to talk about rewards in MFF. We have to talk about rewards in MFF because they start to slide. They start to you know, not be enough. They just improved the rewards with the story mode auto farming, and you should be doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna choose this one. I think this is the best one personally, and I still think they could do with you know, getting rid of co-op, getting rid of world boss invasion, getting rid of world event, and then taking all of those rewards and improving on them or keeping them the same and putting them in another game mode, in my opinion. And then I also think they could do with reworking timeline survival so that it's a little bit faster and the rewards are a lot better. But yeah, that's the end of the survey. So there you go. You get the you get the 100 energy at the end. Oh, sneaky. So you do got to put in the work. So yeah, it's a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to go through all of my answers and my reactions so that you guys, and so that we can create a more holistic conversation around the game's improvement, because it can still be improved. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what your choices were for the survey. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.